It's good to see you. I thought I would just check in and see how you lovely people are doing today. This is going to have to be kind of short because it's Sunday night, and if you have kids and you have one that's like on the verge of being sick and you don't really know if they're sick or not, it can take up your whole night and kind of chew up your whole night. I've got a kid downstairs right now that's convinced that he doesn't feel well. It's funny though, because he felt well right up until I said it was time to get ready for bed because tomorrow's a school day, and then all of a sudden he didn't feel so good anymore. And I can't tell if he's being serious or not. Like, I don't know. I think he's trying to say he has what I've been dealing with. I don't think so. I don't know. He does say his throat hurts, and that is how it started out. So it could be. I don't know. But he hasn't been coughing or running a fever or anything all day, and he's been fine until I just said it was time to get ready for bed. And then all of a sudden he wasn't so fine anymore. So I'm going to go down there and deal with him. It's time for him to get ready for bed regardless. So I hope your weekend has been good. I have been doing all kinds of housework and stuff all day today. Well, not all day, but I did get quite a bit done. Stuff that's kind of didn't get done this week because I didn't feel good. So that's the bad thing about getting better, is that, oh my God, then you look around and you realize you have all this stuff to do. Just get your kids to do it. Sometimes I just want to do it myself. I feel better getting it done myself, and quite frankly, I am too much of a perfectionist in it, and I need to let it go. But right now I don't feel like letting it go because I still don't feel 100% great. When I have a coughing fit, it sounds like the end of the world. You do not want to hear it. It's awful. It's awful. And every now and then I have a violent coughing fit, and I'm just not in the mood to deal with the kids right now. So I'll just clean up my damn self. It's hard to explain. I always said before I had kids, if I ever have kids, they're going to be doing chores. They're going to be doing and I will never do this. And we will always do that. Yeah, actually have some kids and see how fast that shit flies out the window. Sometimes it's like, you know what? Because Glenda and the Good Witch and I talk about it all the time, because he has 3 teenage boys in high school. And we laugh when we think back to the days before we had kids, and that, you know, that we were so judgmental of people who had kids. Like, well, when I have kids, I will never do that. I will never do that. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Even if you don't admit it to anybody, yeah, you will. You totally will. And if you can say, my kids would never, and here they come, never, and like they've never before, your kids will totally do it. They will never, like you never saw. My kids will never. Yeah, they will. So, anyway, it's complicated. Sometimes it's easier just to do it yourself. And I feel like it's done right if I do it myself. And it's a trap you fall into. And that's why I never learned to cook or do anything like that, because my mother always would just do it herself. She didn't want to show me how, because she didn't want to take time to do it. And I get it now. I get it now. I totally get it. Like, I don't feel like taking the time to do it either sometimes, to be honest. My kids know how to cook basic stuff. They know how to clean. They know how to pick up and put away. And they do. And they do. But sometimes it's just easier just to do it myself. So that's what I did today. I did get them to help me with some stuff. I had one of them help me vacuum the car out and clean it out. And we've been doing some cleaning up and stuff downstairs. I did get one of them to help me with that. So that was cool. And they know I don't even have to say anything to them. When I come home with a car full of groceries, they both come out and help me bring it in. I don't have to say a word to them. If they know I've gone to the store, as soon as I get home, they come out and they help me get stuff out of the car, bring it inside, put everything away. They're awesome. I don't even have to say anything to them. They just come out and that's just what they do. And it's wonderful. And when we eat, you know, they automatically know to bring their dishes into the kitchen, rinse everything out. If it was something that might stick on the plate, make sure you rinse it out or leave it full of soapy water. They're very well trained on that. They do that. They pick up and put away, not as much as I would like, but they do it more than a lot of kids I've seen. My son had a friend over this one weekend, and I'm not naming names or anything. This one kid came over and stayed with him. I couldn't believe it. This kid, first of all, he got into my Pepsis, and he drank. Like, I had a 6-pack of the Pepsi bottles sitting out. They were hot. They weren't even in the refrigerator. Apparently, in the middle of the night, he busted into that thing of hot Pepsis and drank like 3 of them and left the empty bottles on the floor. Like a damn drunk. Like, who got into my Pepsis? I got up the next morning. I'm like, who the hell of my hot Pepsis. Huh? And my son said, oh, he did that. I said, are you serious? He said, my son said, I told him not to do it. He said it didn't matter and you wouldn't care. I'm like, I care. That's my Pepsis. And they're not even cold. That's disgusting. But when he was done with something, like if he had a little Capri Sun or a pack of, you know, like potato chips, like a little bag of chips, when he got done, he'd just drop it on the floor. He'd just drop it right where he was and just walk off. And I'm like, were you raised by wolves? I mean, you have no home training. Damn. I mean, I didn't say anything to him because I was trying to be nice. Because, you know, it's like, don't make a big deal out of it. You don't know how, you know, now is not the time to correct him. You know, but I did tell my son, well, I asked him, do you want me to say something? He said, Mom, don't say anything. Okay, that's just what they do at their house. Like, I'd hate to see their house then. Jesus. I said, well, you're going to have to clean up behind him. Because I am not going to spend all weekend cleaning up behind this kid. I'm sorry. He just left shit everywhere. When he was done with something, he'd just drop it on the floor and just walk off. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. God, okay. Well, see, apparently what it is, his mama goes up behind him and just picks up everything. I feel for this child if he ever gets married. I feel for his spouse. Sorry. I love you too. My son just came in here and he heard me talking about his friend. He's like, are you talking about so-and-so? I'm like, yeah. I just told him he's got a basket of laundry in there to put up. I told him to go put his laundry up and clean his room up, and he's got to get ready for bed. So, but it amazes me. I mean, it makes me appreciate my kids, and having gone to, like, have lunch with my kids at school. We don't really do it so much anymore, but when they were in elementary school, sometimes they would want me to come have lunch with them, and I'd go have lunch with them at school. And it amazed me to see how many kids have no table manners. I mean, just none. No table manners. Just chewing everything with their mouth open, talking with their mouth open, food falling out. Just picking up everything with their fingers and like... And if you have misophonia, it's hell on earth. Like, oh my Lord. It was hard. Like, I just have to focus on other sounds to try to drown it out. But I tried very hard to teach my kids good table manners, you know, especially when you have misophonia, you're very sensitive to that anyway. So I taught them, you know, chew with your mouth closed, don't talk with your mouth full, don't slurp things, you know, just please don't. So I tried very hard to teach them some decent table manners. Keep your elbows off the table, you know, clean up after yourself, put your napkin in your lap, sit up straight. I did. I taught them all that stuff. We got a little slack, though, when they were doing remote school and we were all here all day, every day, 2 weeks shy of an entire calendar year. Yeah, we got a little slack on it. I've tried to get back into it, but yeah, I got a little slack on the table manner enforcement when they were here all day, every day with me. I got a little slack on it myself. I realized I was starting to chew with my mouth open like a wild animal or something. Like, damn, I need to start eating around other people to remind me how to do it, because you can lose those skills if you don't get around people. And, you know, like, you can lose communication skills. You can lose table manners. I noticed it happened to my mother. She got to where she had no communication skills at all. You'd be right in the middle of a sentence. She just cut you off, just start talking about something totally different. She just totally ignored the fact that you were even speaking. And anyway, that's a story for another day. I've had a lot of caffeine this evening, but it's been a great day. I feel a lot better. I'm not 100%, but I feel way better. I'm taking my medicine. I've got my prednisone I have to take for the next 5 days, and my Z-Pack I've got to take for another 3 days or 2 or whatever it is. I don't know. And I've got that lovely Tussinex. It's right here. It's right here. It's good stuff. Yeah, it's awesome. So, yeah, wow. Anyway, I got to get a video done for my other channel. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I have no idea. I got to figure it out. I've been so busy all day, I haven't even thought about it. I didn't think about it until just a few minutes ago. I thought, shit, what am I going to do? I don't know, but I got to get a shower because I'm sweaty. I was out working outside for a little bit, and we were vacuuming out the car, cleaning it out, and I got sweaty. It was hot. We got up to 80 degrees today. It was hot out there. It was nice, though. It was very nice. It felt really good. Tomorrow's supposed to be super windy. It's supposed to be warm, but really, really windy. Like 40-mile-an-hour gusts and stuff. Like, ew. I'm going to be staying inside. I think I'm going to get back to working out tomorrow. I don't think I'm contagious at all. I haven't had a fever now in at least 2 days. And I'm going to get back to working out tomorrow. I'm very happy because I didn't get to work out at all last week. It was a week ago today last time. No. Yeah, a week ago today I went to my last class. So I'm going to get back to it tomorrow. So I'm really glad. I missed it. I really do. I know I talk about working out all the time, but I really do enjoy it. It makes me feel better. I have so much more energy. It just, I like it. Once you start doing it, you kind of get into it, you know. You miss it when you don't get to go. So I'm definitely going tomorrow. The class I'm doing tomorrow, it's not like high intensity aerobics or anything like that. It's like weight training. So there's not a lot of physical exertion like running around and jumping around. None of that. So I think I'll be all right. So I get another good night's sleep tonight and I'm going to be ready for it tomorrow. I do have to work tomorrow, but the class is on later in the day anyway. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're not sick. I do. It sucks being sick. This is the first time I've been sick since I had COVID last March, almost exactly a year ago. It was on St. Patrick's Day that I started having symptoms, I believe. Or it was right at St. Patrick's Day when I started feeling sick. But I haven't been sick since then. So this is the first time, just a run-of-the-mill cold that settled down in my chest like they tend to do when I get sick. A lot of times it just gets right down in here, and man, I just cannot get rid of it without some medical intervention of some sort. It sucks. So anyway, I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna get into finding out what kind of video we're doing. And I hope you have had a good weekend, and I hope your week coming up is awesome. And I will see you again soon.